It kills me. It kills me what Bernie Sanders has done to the country. It kills me what he's done to the progressive movement because the organizations that popped up to support him were the DSA
And the
and
money.
Sunrise Movement, which is part of this like nonprofit industrial complex that Cory Morningstar talks about so eloquently. Um, and Matt Stoller, who I disagree with on most everything, would,
Economically and foreign policy and
yeah, but he was on Jimmy Dore's show and he said that the DSA progressives were frightened authoritarian children. And that's really fucking hard to deny, Gordon. It really is.
yeah.
The way that they tone police, the way um, that they want to police speech, the way that they take what somebody that they like writes about policy or a politician, and that becomes gospel. We're in a place now where America is basically a secular society, right?
Hmm.
Even though still like 70 or so percent identify as Christian, they're cafeteria Christians. You know, they take what they want out of the Bible and they leave the rest
Yeah.
and
They quote it when it serves their purpose, you mean?
yeah, and because we're largely
But
secular.
isn't that all Christians?
No, of course. But
Okay.
the point I'm trying to make here is that the same energy that goes into being religious, being a person of faith, because we're secular largely, that same energy is transferred over into political identity,
Right.
and you see it across the spectrum. But you see it I believe more so, but it's probably just because of the spaces I operate in, more so with like DSA progressives and Bernie Sanders progressives, to where it's a faith-based institution and they have granted deity status or sainthood status to their pet politicians who can do no wrong. And the policies that they advocate become commandments, and when you point out or you try and engage with people and say, look, what you're saying and what you believe runs contradictory to what you can see with your own eyes and hear with your own ears, they act the exact same way a person of faith would, where they retreat and they push away from you and they go to their little bubble
Yeah.
and they get a bunch of people to confirm their biases, and that's where they go for their media, and that's where they go to have their ideology reinforced, and it's the exact same religious energy.
Yeah, it's really dogmatic. I've seen it as well, and I don't think how people are conversing now is helpful either. I'm talking, social media is where a lot of people obviously get their news from, and it's where they do their commenting from and get their thoughts out. And you can't talk to people in 280 characters. You can't
No,
you can't actually have a conversation in 280 characters. It's the way I had a situation the other day where I was doing it. I was actually asking questions of somebody who was trying to fix something for me, and he got really pissed off with me. Really pissed off to the point where it was like, "Listen, do you want me to do this job or not?" I'm like, "Mate, I'm just asking questions. It wasn't being an arse or anything. It was like, if it's going to take longer, that's fine. It's okay. I'll stop thinking that it's something I'm doing." And he was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry about that, mate. You're sorry about it, And he apologised and everything. But that's just from like text messages and what have you. And people just get the wrong idea, and they're angry and they're upset with the world, and the coronavirus means they've lost, nobody has a fucking job, and nobody's got any money, and the kids are screaming that they want some new trainers and the new goddamn Xbox game. Last Xbox game, you've only played it for a day, you little shit. You can see people are angry and they're upset, and the society is crumbling to the point where we're not even talking to each other anymore. We're just finding people who think the same way as us and just huddling in our little bubbles. It's pathetic, really.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't. I
We
and
need
I
more conversation. Is the point I'm trying to make. We need more of this. We need more of what you and I are doing.